Oh yeah, I don't know.
Can't remember. But it's wonderful, and the audio piece, and it also talks about this courage to see how we make enemies outside of ourselves without seeing the corresponding enemy we're making of ourselves.
Yep.
When we do that.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
she's just languaged that, enemy image from nonviolent communication, just languaged it in a slightly different way. But it was a really good reminder.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, it's like the old version of that was that we would project anything that we don't like about ourselves onto others. And what I don't like about myself is an enemy image of myself that go away, don't like you.
No, I know. And the shame parts are the ones where I really don't like you, like as in the self-talk. I really don't like you because I'm ashamed of you, and you're not living up to my expectations of you, and everyone else is going to see that, and you're not going to have friends, you're not going to have, success and hoobla, 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 all of that. Stepping beyond it, having a sense of liberation, really. And now tasked with the work of not doing over-compassioning of myself, where there's areas for growth that are really important, like how I'm treating myself with my physical health, or how I'm looking after my finances. Because I could easily go into, I so understand where I've come from and why.
Yeah, that's right.
Big empathy for the needs not met in my history, and that could just keep me sitting quite happily at the bottom of the pool. I drew this picture. Irene suggested I draw a picture of where I think I've come from in my story with my finances, and I drew a little stick figure of myself sitting underwater in a pool with bricks on both feet with a straw going up to the surface so I could just sit underwater peacefully and breathe, And it's like, this isn't this isn't peaceful. This is just like learning how to accept the circumstances I find myself in and being nice to myself about it. And actually what I want to do is untie the bricks.
That'll be helpful.
Yeah. So, really enjoying the creativity that's coming too, the playfulness of like, gosh, no, I don't want to be sitting at the bottom of the pool anymore. I think it's time for some laps up top. Bit of sunshine. So, holding myself with compassionate understanding and some honest authenticity about this is not a strength. I haven't even got the neural pathways set up yet where I'm going to automatically go to my budget or whatever it is I've set up to structurally hold myself with my finances. I'm not going to necessarily go there. I'm not even going to have a weekly meeting with myself about my finance unless I'm held accountable to doing it and getting the systems in place. So that's what I'm doing, actually asking others to help me to stay accountable to my own processes that I want to put in structurally to support myself. So it still feels like my power, but I'm just asking others to support and hold the space for me to stand in that power and train my brain in a new level of competency with the areas where I've done the most self-harm, I suppose. Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I mean, it makes total sense to me, but it's not something I've thought about in a concrete sense, that empathy and compassion are, in a sense, can be used as a tool just to keep everything safe.
Keep everything lovingly safe.
And stuck is maybe too strong a word, but that sort of leaving, just maintaining the status quo, that kind of feeling. Yeah. And I love the idea of the self-honesty. That really speaks to me. Being able to get real. So getting real is the thing, isn't it? No more bullshitting. No more self-bullshitting.
Yeah. If we had an H, we could add it as well.
So, yeah.
I feel some gratitude and perhaps a bit of vulnerability for all the years at MVC Melbourne with the three of us working together and having a sense that I was still unfolding my own journey of understanding my reasons for being there. And and that I've been able to name with Shez that one of the reasons I exited the partnership was actually an expression of an old pattern of being an Air Force kid, and every time I'd been somewhere a few years, it was almost like, well, my facade might be up soon, so I should exit, you know, or I've lived here long enough, I'm only allowed to have a couple of years of friendship, now I'm going to move cities or countries.
Yep.
And leave, you know, put a line down and move on and have another life now for another few years. Something about the authenticity of working through that and coming back to the friendships and then recognising, oh, gee, I see a pattern there that I didn't see when I exited the partnership, thinking, oh, I just need to go and creatively explore my own expression. And I actually think I was getting nervous that I was going to get busted soon for not, you know, not having all my shit together, even though I was being a compassionate communication teacher. I think that even though I'd encouraged myself to be there and stay there for the years that we were all working together, because I was learning such valuable life lessons and being challenged in ways I'd never been challenged before, to have a language and a dialogue to express myself, and I needed it. I really, really needed it, and I so valued having people in the community come and support us, because I got to be held accountable for my practice. My learning. So, you know, I'm really grateful for those years, and I also have some, I think, mourning and celebration that I'm only now getting connected to. Because just more perspective. And, you know, I feel sad that some of those years I really felt I was in a marketing role in the group, had a marketing hat on in the group, and yet I think I was still coming from my old marketing paradigm too, with like how I was going to, you know, get the list sorted, and, you know, how I was going to you know, wrestle other people for their lists, and, you know, like just how marketing was going to happen in that group, and that I needed to do the fanciest landing pages and the most professional looking website, and I learned heaps of skills in doing all of that, but it was actually, it's almost like doing the nice looking compassion at the front end.
Right. Okay.
And stuff that wasn't on the table was like regular communication with the list, like, hello, we're here, hi, we're here this week, we're just hanging out this week, we haven't actually thought of what we're going to do next, and we don't even know if we'll sell anything again, we're just in limbo, but we didn't even communicate that with the community that we had built around us. So I feel sad for that. I feel like a lack of sharing, a lack of communication, a lack of connection, and yet that's what I was standing for. And it's really, so it's been interesting to see in my own reflections that I needed a whole new paradigm for marketing as well, and I've actually been doing that a bit too. Spent a fair bit of time invested in slow marketing, which is one of those like slow the whole
slow
movement,
food,
slow everything. So this particular group, slow marketing group, has been really helpful because it's helped some of the suffering and stories from my history as a marketer and PR and how you're supposed to do it. And it also allowed me to trust more of myself with writing. Like I've only just started blogging, and I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years or, and I go, oh, that's interesting. I'm only now just feeling more freedom to just write and communicate and share. Instead of hiding it all away, squirreling it all into folders for when I'm ready. Or having a really fancy looking, digital landscape and not having any real substance or genuine engagement in it. So I'm holding myself a bit more accountable. I've actually got something called, I'm participating in a wonderful group of women with this Wise Women's Rising, and I'm finding more of my authenticity in just showing up every Monday to get online together as a Zoom group and see where we're at and share some gratitudes and discover what naturally rises and what we were talking about last time. Is there any aliveness in that anymore? And it's really like, if I was going to sort of share a secret strategy for how to market online, I would say just get together once a week with all of the people that are closest to you, that have a in commonness with you about what matters to you, and just start building a group where you mutually support each other and encourage each other, and then see what unfolds out of that. People will come naturally towards you if they see you've naturally got the talents or skills or things that they're wanting to learn. They'll naturally come towards you when their timing is right for them. It's like if you just show up, people then get a sense that, oh, are you putting on something? Oh, really? Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, what are you charging? It's such a lovely piece of the puzzle too, because I think the money side of it for me, given all the history with my own hiding finances stories, is like, oh, okay, I need to be in my confidence, not just about the value that I think I'm going to offer, but also about I'm open to some negotiation. Like I can hear offers and I can hear trades and I